Have you ever experienced a service provider who crossed the line when it comes to your confidentiality and your privacy? If you have experienced that, why don't you make a statement below in the comments, a GIF, or an emoji to represent that you have experienced that, which is quite uncomfortable because what happens is we can lose trust, even if we like that service provider. Hi there, I'm Evelyn Cosme, the CEO of Evelyn Cosme International. I'm a leadership strategist for life and work, and I love supporting, guiding, training, coaching, and mentoring women entrepreneurs and professionals and leaders as well, as they learn to improve the quality of their lives, find that work-life balance that we all talk about so much, and especially if they've been through an emotional trauma, a crisis, or a life transition that has impacted not just their lives, but their performance at work, perhaps, and hopefully not. Anyway, in any case, I'll leave information below so that you can connect if you need to spend some time so that I can maybe give you a different perspective on your circumstances or a tip on how to begin to address it. Now, going back to confidentiality and privacy. This thing that we're going through right now, I don't think is going away. Many of us, working from home. So how do we maintain confidentiality and the privacy of the information that our clients share with us? Whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, whether you are a coach, a mentor, a trainer, whatever the case may be, a psychologist, anyone with any type of intervention that requires an exchange of very personal information, these things need to be considered. While at home, we may be with our family members, and this is a reality. So many of us have found ways to make adjustments in our homes to have some privacy to work with our clients. If you're in a room and you can close the door, that is the ideal setting. Even if somebody can knock or come through the door and peep the head in to see if you're working or to ask a question, which can happen a lot with children. Now, if you don't have that extra room or can't create that space for yourself, and you have to be amongst the traffic of your family members or the presence of a family member, then the next best thing is to use headphones. Why? Because your family hears you talk about work all day long. They may not, be too alert when it comes to what you're saying because they hear you talk about strategies and the budget and worksheets, etc., etc. Now, when it's your client speaking, now that's where they get curious and they will be very alert to hear the stories, the critical issues, even funny things that may be discussed during a session. So, in that case, you are not guarding the confidentiality or the privacy of your client. And coming from the background of psychology, coaching, and mentoring that I've done for so many years, confidentiality and respecting the privacy of your client is key. If a client picks up that someone else is in the room, for instance, or that person glanced at you, even if they can't see them, your reaction shows them, one, there's someone else in the room, two, that person is listening to your conversation. Now, even if a client likes you, the trust level can go down. And that should be something that your client addresses with you. So if you're a client, you're seeing a doctor online, a therapist, a coach, a mentor, ask about that. Are you in a room? are you around family? Could you please put headphones on? And that's quite all right, especially if you're paying for a service. And even if you're not, ethically, that is the right thing to do. Now, when you're in a corporate setting, this also applies. As a leader, you are privy to so much information, right and left, day and night. You might even get phone calls or emails. Now, if you're at the office, you will hear from managers, supervisors, information about different occurrences in the workplace, about different staff and different situations, whether they're not performing at their peak, whether an incident has occurred, or something private of the client, of the employee is affecting their performance on a personal level, and it's impacting the workplace. All of that information is private and confidential, and a good leader knows not to spill the beans about anything unless it's important and it's the right time and the right place and with the right people. So, what I'd like you to do is an exercise. Check yourself. Figure out if you're coaching, if you're mentoring, if you're training online others, in any kind of meetings that you're having, are you maintaining the confidentiality and the privacy of the conversations that you're engaging in with your clients? If you are, kudos to you. But if you're not, please make the necessary adjustments, whether it's getting earphones and using the earphones during the conversation, or moving to a space where no one else can hear what your client is sharing with you. This will guarantee you long-term success. Clients will refer to you other clients, and they'll definitely trust you, which is so key in any process of help that you may be providing, anything at all that it may be. So, like I always sign off, much self-love, compassion, and benevolence, and keep the peace. We so need it. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.